Can a Christian take another Christian to court? When conflicts arise among Christians, it can be challenging to determine the best course of action. One question that often arises is whether a Christian can take another Christian to court. To understand this topic better, let's explore the biblical perspective on resolving disputes among believers and the role of legal action in Christianity. The Bible emphasizes the importance of seeking reconciliation and resolving conflicts in a peaceful and respectful manner. Scripture, specifically 1 Corinthians 6:1-11, discourages Christians from suing one another. Instead, believers are encouraged to find alternative methods such as mediation or arbitration through the church or a professional arbiter. These approaches align more closely with Jesus' teachings in Matthew 18:15-20, emphasizing reconciliation and restoring relationships. Key takeaways: Scripture discourages Christians from suing one another and promotes peaceful resolution of conflicts. 1 Corinthians 6:1-11. Mediation or arbitration through the church or a professional arbiter is recommended for resolving disputes among believers. If a Christian is sued by a non-Christian, defending oneself through the legal system may be necessary. Legal action should be a last resort between two believers, considering the negative impact on Christian witness and the cost involved. Seeking wise counsel from a Christian attorney can help navigate legal complexities and align legal actions with biblical principles. 2. Seek wisdom within the church. The Bible suggests that grievances should be settled within the church community rather than in secular courts, highlighting the church's role in wise counsel and judgment. 1 Corinthians 6:1-10. 3. Avoid malice. Christians are encouraged to let go of bitterness, wrath, anger, and malice, implying that legal action should not be motivated by such feelings. Ephesians 4:31. 4. Reconciliation over legalism. It's recommended to reconcile with an accuser quickly to avoid legal consequences, emphasizing the value of resolving disputes out of court if possible. Matthew 5:25. Biblical perspective on disputes among Christians. Scripture provides clear guidance on how disputes among Christians should be handled. The Bible emphasizes the importance of finding peaceful and respectful ways to resolve conflicts within the Christian community. 1 Corinthians 6:1-11. Rather than resorting to lawsuits, Christians are encouraged to seek reconciliation and work through their differences in a manner consistent with the teachings of Jesus. Mediation and arbitration are two effective methods recommended for resolving disputes among Christians. These processes involve the involvement of neutral third parties who facilitate discussions and help the parties come to a mutually acceptable resolution. By engaging in mediation or arbitration, Christians can uphold the principles of forgiveness and strive to preserve relationships within the church. The biblical pattern for conflict resolution, as outlined in Matthew 18:15-17, emphasizes the importance of addressing the issue directly with the person involved. If resolution is not reached, the involvement of other believers and ultimately the church leadership may be sought. This pattern highlights the significance of reconciliation and maintaining Christian fellowship. Legal action in Christianity. While Scripture discourages Christians from suing one another, it does not completely forbid legal action. In certain circumstances, such as when a Christian is being sued by a non-Christian, defending oneself in court may be necessary. However, legal action between two believers should be a last resort. It is important to consider the potential negative impact on the witness of the church and the cost in terms of time, money, and emotional toll. Can a Christian take another Christian to court? Christians are encouraged to seek alternative methods of resolution, such as mediation or arbitration within the church, before resorting to lawsuits. These processes provide a more peaceful and respectful approach to conflict resolution compared to litigation. Mediation and arbitration can be particularly beneficial in the context of the church, where preserving relationships and upholding Christian values are of utmost importance. While legal action may sometimes be warranted, Christians should approach it with wisdom and seek the counsel of a Christian attorney. A Christian attorney can provide legal expertise while also taking into account biblical principles. They can help navigate the complexities of the legal system and advise on the best course of action, whether it be pursuing a lawsuit or exploring alternative methods of resolution. Christian disputes. Pros of legal action. Cons of legal action can provide a resolution in certain disputes, may strain relationships between believers, can enforce contracts and protect legal rights, may negatively impact the reputation of the church, can provide compensation for losses, may be costly in terms of time and money. In summary, legal action is not inherently forbidden for Christians, but it should be approached with caution and as a last resort. Christians should strive to seek resolution through alternative methods, such as mediation or arbitration, before turning to the legal system. It is important to consider the potential consequences and implications, taking into account both biblical principles and practical considerations. Christians suing non-Christians. When it comes to Christians suing non-Christians, it's crucial to weigh the potential outcomes and consider alternative options before proceeding with legal action. Lawsuits between believers and non-believers can often lead to a no-win situation, with the financial, emotional, and time costs often outweighing any anticipated gains. In most cases, it is advisable to explore other avenues for resolution before resorting to the court system. Table: factors to consider in Christians suing non-Christians. Considerations: implications, financial and emotional costs. The expenses associated with a lawsuit, both in monetary terms and emotional toll, can be significant and may outweigh any potential financial gain. Witness of the church engaging in legal disputes with non-believers can impact the reputation of the church and hinder its ability to effectively share the message of the gospel. Alternative resolution methods: exploring mediation, arbitration, or other peaceful approaches to conflict resolution can help maintain relationships and uphold Christian values. While there may be situations where seeking legal recourse becomes necessary, Christians should prioritize reconciliation, forgiveness, and preserving Christian fellowship whenever possible. Seeking wise counsel from a Christian attorney can provide guidance and ensure that any pursuit of justice aligns with biblical principles. Father, grandfather, minister, missionary, deacon, elder, author, welcome to our family. View all posts.